Right, let me just put this on here and switch over the OBS to here, and at least then I can look at the chat like that, and then yeah, it's gonna be brilliant. Right, so let me just go on to self promos.
Yes, sir. I am live, my friend.
Ah, nice.
Am I going festive with the hat? What am I doing? You want it?
It's up to you.
Let's
Up to
go.
you, mate. How you want to go?
Let's go.
Up to you how you want to go, mate. It's your time, not mine.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
What's up, Otto?
Let's make it Santa time.
Oh,
right,
Otto, don't hit me with too many hydrates, man. I gotta do this interview and I can't get up.
It's only for it's only for an hour or an hour and a half, one or two. It's on up until 10 o'clock anyway. 10:30. So, and we're at like, nearly quarter to 9 anyway.
I got you. He said, "Drink up." This guy.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I tend not to do them very long because I've got to edit them and everything.
Hey, you good?
Longest I've ever done one is
yes, it is, Otto. This is another broski from the UK, man. I'm collecting UK broskies like Infinity Stones. You know what I'm saying?
You're collecting them like Infinity Stones. Fucking hell, who are you, Thanos? Bloody hell. Right, let me go into your content. Do this. I did change the fucking title, didn't I? I think I did.
I think I did too. I think I did it right.
Yeah, I sometimes don't.
Oh my god.
Because I forget to. And then I realised that I named like that stream the same thing I named the other stream, and I'm like, maybe I should have changed it.
It's alright. One time I went live for Thanksgiving, I didn't realize that it still had like my scrim title on it because it switched back when I had to reload up OBS and I didn't put it. So everybody's like, "I thought you were in scrims." I'm sitting here drinking Johnny Walker, just like, yeah, I'm getting drunk during scrims.
Yeah, so I remember one time I was playing a Hogwarts Legacy the night before.
Yeah.
And the stream I did the night after, I ended up putting Hogwarts Legacy when really I was playing fucking Borderlands. And I was like,
a little bit different games.
And I was like, what the fuck? Right, nearly done. And then I'll go live. Live on Twitch. There we go. Right. That's done. Take a bit of a sleep.
No, I'm not drinking Johnny Walker today, Otto. It's not even 4 o'clock for me here. It's not even 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mm.
You it might be Johnny Walker time at like almost 9 o'clock. For me, nah.
Hopefully no tech issues. Don't like to be any
whatever it is, we'll get through it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hello, guys. Jonesy316. Yes, it is a tech issue. How did I know this would happen? How the fuck did I know?
It's all good.
Anyway,
my chat's getting the raw footage. It's all good.
Yeah, I know. How the fuck did I know it would be a tech issue on this fucking stream? Oh, God. Right. Here we go. Let me just sort out this tech issue. Hey, how you doing, Jay? I'm sorting out a tech issue. I'm sure you've seen them before. How you doing, Jay? Welcome in. This is Mega Punch, guys, the Demon Killer. How are you doing? Ask Mega why he's so lame.
That's one of my boys.
How are you doing, Demon Killer? First time chat, welcome in. Yeah, so anything you want to ask Mega Punch, you can. Apparently so.
Tell Demon I'm not too lame to carry his rank up in Apex.
You can hear him, right? Because if so, then he just answered the question. But if you can't hear him, let me know, because that is a tech issue on my part. I believe it isn't. I hope it isn't. I hope it's not the tech issue. I hope that's not the tech issue now. Tell me if you can hear him before we get clarified. Yeah, I want to get clarified.
Hello. You guys able to hear that?
Apex Carry, I heard. Yep, there you go. So we do have. So we do have.
All right, cool. We're good.
We're
both having mic issues before this. So.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my
Fucking mic issues over Twitch. Yeah. Well, me, I'm never doing that again. Anyways, any questions you have for him, he is more than willing to answer. I'm guessing so, because so obviously, I bumped into you, and I remember the stream that you had. If I'm going to bring this up, I have to bring this up. He knows which one I'm referring to.
Yeah, real quick before you do that, my chat, if you guys have questions I will not be answering in our chat, out of respect for our host for being so gracious of hosting me, please head over to his stream. It's pinned in my chat, so y'all can ask questions over there.
Yeah, I am going to refer to it because I still find it funny to this day. Every time I see your chat, it's like...
Some of my chat doesn't get that it's a joke too when you come in, which makes it even funnier.
It is a joke, and pretty much I'm referring to something that happened quite a long time ago now. Was it this person that came into your stream? You were playing Apex, and they liked you, but they didn't like the game.
Yeah, I was trying out some people, getting them ready for doing some comp scrims.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, Sneezy Dwarf.
Yeah, so it wasn't like that's my wife actually who just followed you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so it's not it wasn't exactly the most entertaining stream because I was trying out people live, so I wanted people kind of to see the process that we were going through as new comp players. And this guy came in and goes, "I like you, but I don't like the game. Can you switch games, please?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, get off this game. Please go do another one." I was like.
Thank you, Demon Killer, for the follow as well. I appreciate it very much. 2 follows in a matter of minutes. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I've got a bit of CM Punk going on here.
Oh my God. Yes, every time now Jonesy comes in, the first thing he says is, "I don't like this game. Can you get another one?" Every time.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it was classic because,
Because they were serious too. They were dead serious. That was the funny part.
That's how serious. That's what I mean. It was that serious that I found it funny.
Oh my!
Because when somebody comes in and says to you, "Oh, please, can you switch the game? I don't like it."
Yeah.
You're just like, "Well, I want to play what I want to play."
And my reaction was no surprise to people who know me. I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Yeah, I remember that. And I think I said to him something over. I can't remember what I said to them. I think I said something to them.
I think you said something to him at first, like, because you thought he was joking, and you were like, "Ha, that's funny." He was like, "No, seriously, change the game." You know, it was like, wow. I was like, "All right." I told him if he donated 100 subs right then and there, I'd switch the game. Needless to say, he didn't.
Yeah, he just left. Okay, so we've got one from Jay Horner, who's on my side, obviously. Jay Horner 87 asked, let's get one out of the way. Pineapple on pizza, does it belong?
Hell no, I'm Italian. Absolutely not. Get that out of here. get that pineapple on pizza out of here. That's how I know that person eats Domino's. Let's go. Get that.
Yeah, he doesn't like pineapple on pizza.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, we get that out of here. We get that out of here.
Yeah. So there you go. Hey, Sneal, how you doing? Welcome in. Oh God, I need a blue finger. Welcome, Sneal. How you doing? Any questions you've got for Mega Punch here, by the way? Yeah, fish on pizza is acceptable. Ducky, is that one of yours as well?
What do you say?
Ducky VX1 gaming. Yeah, fish on pizza is acceptable.
Fish on pizza? No, I've had shrimp on pizza and it was actually all right. But fish? Nah, because how do you cook the pizza without overcooking the fish? Even if you put it on second, you put it in like a 550-degree oven. That's just gonna, it's gonna destroy the texture of the fish. Nah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, so pineapple on pizza, it depends on the toppings, apparently, according to one of my viewers here.
All right, listen, if your idea of top-notch pizza is Domino's, do you put whatever you want on it? But A1 steak sauce, I don't care.
So yeah, obviously you don't like pineapple on pizza, then?
No.
What is it? So is it certain things that put you off it, or?
I'll put some stuff on. I mean, I'll go with some traditional toppings. We'll do some. We'll do some meatball. We'll do some sausage.
Ooh,
We'll get a little
ooh,
experimental. Some chicken parm sometimes,
mm,
because it goes with the sauce that it's meant with. You know what I'm saying? Like the
yeah,
sauce is it's already there. You know, a little
yeah.
fried chicken on top of pizza is never bad. But
Oh, that's not bad.
pineapple. Mm. Now, eating fresh fruit like pineapple after you're done
Yeah,
eating pizza, that's a
yeah.
thumbs up. Refreshing. We're getting a little refreshing stuff in after that. That's a definite thumbs up.
Oh yeah, Ducky V1 Gaming says Domino's tastes like arse and is overpriced.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I definitely co-sign on that.
And Schneel says burger pizza is hella good.
Burger pizza?
Yeah, burger
I've
pizza.
never had it.
Neither have I.
I'll take his word for it.
I'm going to take his word for it as well. Burger pizza, okay.
I mean, I can see how it works. It's ground beef, almost like putting some meatballs
Yeah,
just scattered up. I can see how it could work,
yeah.
but
I mean,
I don't know about having American cheese on a pizza. Hmm. Nah.
probably not
You
now.
leave off that part, probably. It'd probably be all right.
Now Jay Horner will have another question later, I reckon, because he tends to ask two questions,
That's all good.
certain questions.
I'm here.
The Pizza Hut cheeseburger crust.
Oh,
Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. I think Domino's does it.
mm,
Does burger pizza?
mm.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm. I've never tried it. I can honestly
yeah.
tell
I
you
don't
I've never
know.
tried it. Cheese stuffed crust has got to be the best. Cheese stuffed crust, yeah, cheese stuffed crust is nice. Depending which,
Yeah,
depending
stuffed
where
crust
you
is
get it
good. I
from.
mean, you get stuffed crust on regular pizza places too.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuffed crust is good.
Does calzone class as a pizza category? Does calzone?
I mean, it's typically at pizza places, but I wouldn't categorize it in the same category as pizza. But it's still delicious.
There you go.
It's
See,
still delicious.
I wouldn't either, but is snapping spaghetti a crime?
Death penalty. What? 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 Listen. I was just cooking at Christmas, and I
Yeah,
had to clean up a little spill. So I asked my cousin to throw the pasta in the water because it was ready, and she went to go snap it, and she almost got thrown out of the house.
yeah.
You don't do that. You let it slowly start to get soft, and you just swirl it around till it goes in. You don't have to break it.
Hey, Adam, how you doing? Any questions you got for Mega Punch, by the way, here? You can ask him. He has been more than nice enough to appear on my show, so yeah. Ask him away. Who the hell snaps spaghetti?
That's what I'm
Um,
saying.
yeah. Who
Completely
does
unnecessary.
who does snap spaghetti?
Impatient people who don't want to stand at the stove.
Just fucking
Boom. Just to make sure it all
get out of
fits,
the
and they
way.
throw the top on, and they walk away.
It's going great though, Adam. It's going great. How's it going for you? That ain't right. No, it ain't right. Snapping the spaghetti before you cook it.
Yeah, nah,
Mega does it.
that's a no go. I would have got something
From
thrown at
Demon
me if I did that.
from Demon Killer, Mega does. He's lying.
What, demon? Shut up!
Do you snap spaghetti?
I don't think I've ever sent pictures of me cooking pasta, but I've sent plenty of pictures of me cooking. Demon knows I know how to cook.
Yeah. Well, there you go. He doesn't snap the spaghetti. So yeah, it's like putting water in the microwave for a brew.
Oh,
That's funny. Oh no, I can't wait 20 seconds for spaghetti. I'm gonna snap it. Is that what you say?
that's no, that's jailable. That's arrestable offense right there.
That was from Ducky.
Yeah, no, that's arrestable. We don't do that.
Demon Killer, he's lying. He goes to a restaurant and then labels it as his.
What?
Oh, this is brilliant. Keep
Oh
it
my
coming.
god.
Keep it coming. All this shit. Keep it coming, because I'm going to ask him questions after all
I
these.
think the next live, me and Demon are gonna have a cook off and see
Yeah.
and see Chef
Uh,
Boyardee versus Italian Man. Let's go.
oh
I
god.
know he's cracking open those cans of Chef Boyardee.
Yeah. So obviously, anyways, onto obviously the gaming Twitch streams and everything. What's your favorite game you streamed?
All time. I'm gonna have to. See, it's a completely biased opinion, but I'm gonna have to give it to Halo. I'm an OG Halo
Halo.
player. Yeah, I started
Ooh.
with regular Halo 1, Halo 2 back in the day when I was younger. So when I was streaming MCC for a while,
Mm.
Yeah, just it's and when I was streaming Halo Infinite. I mean, I've never been in such sweaty lobbies in a game and
Yeah,
not felt like I was in such sweaty lobbies. I was
yeah,
Hyonix in Halo Infinite, solo
yeah.
queuing, and I was just so happy I didn't even feel like I was in sweaty lobbies. I love Halo. I wish the
Right.
game was more alive right now. I'd probably still be streaming it. But yeah, nah, Halo, definitely
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to ask these two questions because these two questions have been funny, and some of these two questions are funny. The amount of ketchup on a pizza, is that blasphemy?
Where are these people getting their cooking lessons from? Mickey Mouse Clubhouse? What? Yes. What? What?
And
What is going on? Why are people attacking pizza today? I didn't even say I was Italian, and people started attacking pizza. What happened?
okay, and can garlic mayo be used as a pizza-based sauce?
Ooh, garlic mayo. What the hell?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what Ducky asked.
yeah, nah. I don't. I never know. Garlic.
Just
I
his
never even
face
heard
then.
of people using garlic mayo.
Yeah, just his face then. But thank you for the lurk, Saviour. I appreciate it. And also, I'm Foster Master. Welcome in. If you want to ask him any questions, go ahead because this has been random as fuck so far.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, talking about pizza and everything. So are you a chef? Anyway, that's what I'd ask.
Oh no, not officially, but I love cooking for my family. I could cook some
Yeah,
stuff. I got, what I know how to cook, I cook well. What I don't, eh.
yeah.
It comes out how
So
it
what?
comes out.
Yeah. So what do you know how to cook?
I love barbecue. Actually,
Yeah,
I gotta get a new smoker. Mine broke, but I
yeah,
love doing smoked, brisket, ribs, chicken. I love cooking some traditional Italian food.
yeah.
Whether it's just a basic, spaghetti and meatball, or it's a lasagna, baked ziti,
Mm,
some chicken cutlet parm.
mm,
Love it. Love cooking any type of steak.
yeah.
Yeah, any type of steak. I don't like as much cooking it because it's an absolute mess. But my family loves when we make some like just some basic fried chicken wings and stuff like that. But I hate doing that. So I hate doing anything I deep fry because that's just that's just an utter mess, and I hate cleaning up. That's also why my
Yeah.
wife sometimes doesn't like when I cook because I hate cleaning.
Yeah, okay. I'll get onto your question in a minute, Jay, because I knew you were going to ask that. But okay, I'll get onto your question in a minute because we've got Adam's question before that. What got you into streaming?
Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, we were I was playing with my friends. We were playing MCC.
Yeah,
Um, and I kind of just tried it one day just to see what it was like, I was on an Xbox, so I didn't
yeah,
really. That was early days where like if you tried to stream on an Xbox, you were lucky if it was like 1 minute of clean stream. So I was trying it. It was cool, and then I kind of
yeah,
put it on the back burner, and then I kind of went through like a weird part in life
yeah,
where some things in life kind of fell apart. I used to teach at a Taekwondo school. People who don't know, people who know me know I'm a fifth degree black belt in Taekwondo. Obviously, I'm in
wow,
my retired body right now,
yeah,
but I used to be a international heavyweight gold medalist.
wow,
So I used to have a school, and then I had to close it down right before COVID.
yeah,
Um, I kind of saw things coming. My business was kind of teetering, and then when everything started to go weird, I was like, it's time to get out and do a restart. But also during that time period, unfortunately, just I'm not gonna bring a bunch of sad stuff in here, Chad. I promise, but it's just part of the story. Within a year's time period, I lost my brother, my father, and my grandmother. So it was kind of just an outlet for me, just a stress release outlet at the end of the day. It kind of replaced me drinking at the end of the day. For a while I didn't handle it well. I was drinking. I'm very transparent about that stuff. But I have an amazing wife, amazingly supportive and loving wife, amazingly
oh yeah,
supportive and loving mother. My in-laws are absolutely incredible. This was before I had children, so thankfully I went through it before I had children. It kind
hell
of became
yeah,
my replacement drug. Instead of
yeah,
drinking to go to sleep, I would just go back to kind of brought me back to my childhood a little bit, and kind of gave me that happy moment during the day
yeah,
before I went to bed.
yeah. That's pretty good. Hey, Jwavulations, free. How are you doing? Is that another one of your community?
Oh, Wavulations,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
Wavy's my
Wavy.
boy.
Okay,
Yeah,
so Wavulations.
yeah, Jay
I
Wavy. He puts a bunch of weird names with his name
Yeah.
sometimes. He has a different name on every platform. It's fine.
Thank you for the follow, Ducky. I appreciate it. And okay, here is the serious question. I'm going to put quote unquote serious. Okay.
Oh God.
Cadbury's cream egg. Have you had one?
Have I had what?
Yeah. Have you had a Cadbury's cream egg?
No, I have not.
No. He said, if so, how do you eat yours? That is what the question is.
Yeah,
So,
no, I
you've
haven't
never
had
had,
that. I haven't had
you've
it.
never had.
I don't even know what it is, to be honest.
It's well, I'm gonna have to try and explain it now. Uh, um, oh God, trying to think about it. It's like an egg, basically, obviously, a chocolate egg with stuff in the middle, like creamish stuff in the middle.
I was like a little like chocolate thing or whatever.
Yeah, a little chocolate
Oh,
thing.
okay. Well, it doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, literally, I like them, but yeah. Wow, no cream eggs. He in America. He in America?
Yeah, I'm from New York. I'm an Italian
Yeah,
from New York. I don't know what that is.
he's from New York.
So I only visited London once. All right, for like 2 weeks.
No, he hasn't had one. No, he hasn't had one. Red Bull or Monster? Neil asked.
Ooh, flavored Red Bull coffee monster.
Oh, Coffee Monster.
Yep.
Oh, so they do that in America then? They don't
Yeah.
do it over here.
It's not as easy to find, but you do find it here and there. Not in every store, but you do find it.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure they don't do Coffee Monster over there, but
Yeah. Or
that's
I will say, Monster is the only energy drink that I actually like better in the sugar-free for the regular flavors.
yeah. I mean, I will say we do have monsters over here, but to be fair, we don't. Obviously, I don't go out regular, so not going out regular. I don't know what's around the shops anyway. To be fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, so right, obviously that's sad. The sad story, obviously of that. That was quite sad, really. I will say. I mean, we do get sad stories on here, no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
It was just the time frame in which it
yeah,
helped it happened in, and it's you know you expect your parents to pass away before you. I mean,
yeah,
that's part of life. My dad did pass away pretty young, though, at 65. It
yeah.
was a little bit of a shock. But,
That is,
my brother, I don't know how many people actually grew up with, a family member with either certain medical or physical or mental handicaps. My
yeah,
brother had a very rare, well, wasn't rare at the time, it's rare now. It's called bronchopulmonary dysplasia.
yeah,
He grew up his whole life with a trach and one working lung that didn't even work like all the way. We used to
yeah,
have home oxygen systems, which I used to maintenance, ventilators at home, everything.
yeah,
The rare thing about his disease is he got it. He was born in '82,
yeah,
so short. To make it short, um, he was born prematurely. It affected his lung and brain development. So before 80, I sometimes mix up the dates, but before 87 and 89, where the
yeah,
medical community developed surfactant, which is basically a steroid for babies and child incubators. Anybody with my brother's disease never lived past 2 months old.
wow,
He was the only living adult. He lived all the way to 37. So as sad as it was, having him alive for 37 years was a blessing. I'm actually the younger brother. I was born in '91, but
wow,
taking care of him my whole life, it was just a
yeah,
weird trickle effect because you have that guilt. My father passed away first. He trusted me to take care of my brother. A year
yeah,
later, my brother passed away.
yeah,
Obviously it was the natural order of things. With my brother's disease, the fact that he even lived to 37 is a miracle. The fact that I even got to know my brother, being
yeah,
9 years younger than him, that I got to know him at all was a miracle. He was supposed to be gone way before I was even born. So,
yeah.
as sad as it was, there is many blessings behind it too.
Well, yeah, there is plenty of blessings there, I will say, because obviously, like you said, he was meant to pass away when he was young.
Yeah, a baby,
So
newborn.
yeah, a baby as well. So I
Spent the
guess
first 5 years of his life in the hospital and never came home.
yeah, I guess that is the blessing in itself, really.
Yeah,
I
so
guess.
like even it hurts that it hurts nonetheless, but you gotta start to see the blessings sometimes. If you
Yeah,
don't, it's a very very long and bad road to travel.
yeah. I mean, it is.
But that's the support system. Like I said, my wife, my mother, my in-laws, some of my best friends growing up. Like my friend group is very small. I'm not a type of person you're gonna come over. And I said my friends are coming over, and there's gonna be 30 people at the house. It's gonna be like four. Like that's it, and that's it. The next time there's gonna be 4. The next time after that, there's
Yeah,
gonna be 4. But
yeah.
I mean, they uplifted me so much. You know, they
Blue,
picked me up when I couldn't. So
yeah. Wavy just said Bluebell, question mark.
Bluebell, Wavies are so in our Discord friends, Wavies are
Yeah.
ice cream addict.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wavy does not stop buying ice cream. People say I buy a lot of Pokemon cards because they see me streaming that now with my son. But
Hmm.
yeah, Wavy probably buys more ice cream than I buy Pokemon cards. I don't think he eats real food.
Wow.
I don't. I think he
Oh.
just has a cow in his backyard and gets the milk and makes himself some ice cream every day.
Yeah, yeah, Jay, it is. It is seeing the net positives even in something negative. It is trying to do that, and I guess that's what you got to do with some things because if you don't, I guess it's going to drag you even further
Yeah,
down. And
and like I don't mean to like trivialize it either. Like it wasn't an easy road, guys. Like it. I mean, my dad passed away in 18. My brother at
mm,
the end of 19. I mean, it. I wouldn't say. I mean, my wife's here lurking around. She'll be dead honest. I
yeah,
wouldn't even say I was okay or to the point where I was ready to like really push forward. Really until my daughter was born, and we're talking about
yeah,
2022. You know, I had a son
wow,
first in 2020. I mean, I don't think. I mean, I was functional. I was doing what I had to do for my son, but
yeah,
until my daughter was born, well, we can get into it if you want to with her medical problems. I don't think I was ready to really like push forward.
yeah,
You know, take that big leap forward. But you know, eventually it happens as long as you stay the road.
yeah. At the end of the day, that's up to you if you want to get into that because it's all yours. Like I said, this is all yours.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
all yours.
so my son was born in 2020.
Yeah.
A huge blessing.
Yeah.
And then my daughter was born in 22 in January. Her birthday's actually
Mhm.
coming up on the 6th. Her 3-year-old birthday. But unfortunately, she was born with what's called biliary atresia. So it's a liver
Mm.
disease. It's a non. I'm pretty sure the right way to say it. I might be wrong. My wife could yell at me in the
Yeah.
chat. My wife's the nurse practitioner of the family, so she could yell at me
Yeah.
in the chat. But it's a like a non-founded disease where there's no real source.
Yeah.
There's no real source of how you get it, and for I would say in 2022, for about 7.5 months out of the year, we were in the hospital with her. We had to actually bring her to New York City. I live in New York, by the way, if y'all didn't hear before,
Yeah.
but we had to bring her to New York City. She had what's called a Kasai procedure.
Yeah.
She and then it didn't work, and then she had a full-on liver transplant. Really scary road. There
Yeah.
was a couple of times where uh, we were contemplating the thought of having to let go
Yeah.
and losing her. Especially the day of the transplant. Well, the day we found out we were going to get the transplant, that
Yeah.
morning we were talking about the possibility of her not making it through the weekend. And then at 6 o'clock at night, we got a very lucky call that after
Yeah.
expanding the search tremendous amounts of times over the last couple of weeks, they finally found a
Yeah.
liver like deep in Texas. And she got the liver, and she's been super healthy since. But you know, thankfully,
Wow.
nothing can ever really prepare you for it. But I guess
Mm.
I'd be considered more prepared than most after taking care of my brother his whole life. But
Yeah.
that was, even though I was doing what I had to do for my son, that was my bigger wake up call
Yeah.
because now I couldn't think about anything. I couldn't think about my dad. I couldn't think about my brother unless I was praying to
Mm.
them for some strength and support. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't think about my sadness. I had to really disconnect from all that and just focus right on her.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, well, sounds like you've been through a tough road, mate.
yeah,
I will say. I'm not gonna lie. It makes my road sound really easy.
everybody in life has their challenges, and I tell people,
Oh yeah.
no challenge is a small challenge because it shapes you,
Life.
changes you, and makes you what you need to be.
Yeah. I mean, life is a challenge itself
Yeah.
in a way.
And now I got 3 kids. I had a kid 2 years later after her.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
I
everybody.
knew you. I knew you had a daughter because I believe I was in your stream. Because I think I've been following you for quite some time. Quite
She
some time.
appeared the other week when I started my Pokemon stream. She wanted to say hi to everybody,
Yeah,
so
I
you might
think
have
I
seen
did.
her during
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I
Yes.
might have seen the during
So
that.
I got the 2 boys and her in between. That's why, like, somebody came in my chat yesterday yelling at me, or the other day yelling at me when I was playing Black Ops 6. Stop rushing in. I'm like, bro, I got 3 kids at 33. I'm not good at pulling out of anything. Leave me alone.
So,
I go in and I stay there.
Demon Killer has said, not a question, but tell Mega we all love him, lol.
I appreciate you, Demon. You know I love you guys too.
Okay, so Jay Horner said, yeah, everyone has a journey. No two are the same, even if they share some experiences. That is true.
100%.
I mean, life is a journey itself. I mean, like I said, you've just heard one here right now. I mean, I can understand where you get your Mega Punch name now from.
Well, that was more of a joke that stuck.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I can kind of see where you got your Mega
Yeah.
Punch from now with the Taekwondo.
Yeah, so
If I'm honest with you, when I first met you, now thinking about it, I wouldn't have thought you did Taekwondo.
yeah,
But
even when I was in shape, not many people thought I did Taekwondo when they first met me. I was just because I love it. It's always going to be part of my life. It's always going to be part of who I am. I never want to disconnect from it, no matter what part of life I am. To me, that's as much my life as anything else. But it's also not something I put on the forefront of my personality. Because I feel like there's when people watch like UFC, boxing, and I understand why they do it. It's marketing. If you're going to put your body online that much, make as much money as you can to bring home to your family while your body lasts. I get it. But some people don't, and they think that is actual martial artist personalities, where if you met some of these guys in real life, and I have, they're probably the most humble people you'll ever meet. Most soft-spoken, humble. Like, they're not what their personality is on TV. And I always told myself, like, people see them and then they see low-level, what they consider lower-level martial arts because we stuck to one martial art, like me and my friends, even though we're national and international champions, they associate both personalities the same. So I always wanted to show, like, no, like, there's a certain personality that we undertake when we go in the ring, but that's not the personality we want to carry in life, because in the ring is business. That is it. It's business. Whatever happens, happens. As long as you are fighting fairly and upfront, do what you got to do. That's business. Personal life, this is the me you're going to deal with. Like, it's different. It's just different. And the Mega Punch name. So I've always been known for having a very strong punch and a very strong spinning back kick. But where the Mega Punch name came in is my friends teasing me after I did actually something good. So when I came back, I had hip surgery in like 2015. So after a couple of years off, I came back, but I was very heavy. So even though I was ready to go back in the ring because of the weight I gained at the time, my skill set was limited. So I wasn't flying around like I did before the hip surgery. I wasn't doing crazy stuff. But my intellect and my... No, I know. Little brother's great. He's always popping in. So it's my intellect and my timing is what got me through my laziness on the physical side. So I basically came back at a qualifier for my first tournament after hip surgery, and I couldn't score anything but punches. The timing wasn't there. The timing was there, but the speed wasn't there.
Yeah.
I mean, I scored some kicks, obviously, but like most of my scores were punches. And one punch the first punch I did on the second opponent, I broke the chest guard.
Yeah.
I left a literal fist imprint in the chest guard where they sent it back and they said, we're just going to send you a new one. to the tournament director. This is an expensive, like $600 electronic chest guard. That's pretty thick. So that's where I got it from.
So obviously, if you were a Super Smash Brothers character, then it wouldn't be Falcon.
That was the other joke that was going around dinner that night. Yeah.
Right. So retired body, you see muscle that isn't used often can turn into fat.
Pretty much.
I know that for an instance.
Pretty much, but I will say on that note, chat, it's pretty obvious. Don't copy me. I'm on my way back. I already lost like 40 pounds of the weight I did gain. It's not healthy. It's not good. And I got 3 children that depend on me. So this ain't staying. It doesn't matter whether I fight again or not, or whatever I do or not athletically. It's not staying. I can't honestly look at myself and look at them every day and say I'm doing the right thing.
Oh
So
yeah.
it is coming off, and everybody should think the same way because listen, everybody, you might have children at 20, you might have children at 30, you might have children at 40. But I think we all can agree if we do have children, we want to be there for them. So the best way to do that is you can't take care of them if you don't take care of yourself. And I had to learn that the hard way over the years. So don't learn it the hard way like me. Don't do that.
Oh, well, I'm 31 and gaining some pounds myself, so don't worry about it. I mean, well,
We all go through it.
oh yeah, isn't there an expression, enemy in the ring, friends outside of it?
Oh, 100%. I mean, the perfect example is me and one of my longtime rivals.
Yeah.
He's absolutely my best friend. I consider him a brother today. His name is Christian Suh. He's a national team member, national champion. Um, I helped train with him when he was getting ready for Worlds because I was just coming off my hip surgery. Uh, I mean, damn, we probably fought each other almost 30 times over the years, and yet he was one of my groomsmen at my wedding.
Wow.
So perfect example right there. We go at it in the ring. His dad is a well-respected master, former national team member, and he just laughs. He goes, I got to get a wheelchair for both of you when you're done, but then we're all at dinner having drinks after. It is what it is. Like I said, business in the ring, personal outside is different.
I mean, it's a bit, like I said, it's a bit like, I guess you could say a streaming persona on screen.
Yeah.
Off screen, you yourself, literally. So
obviously,
like
some parts of each personality are going to overlap.
Yeah.
Like people see me, I'm not actually mad at Call of Duty, but yes, I am that competitive in real life. You don't get to get the medals I got when I was fighting without being hyper competitive. It doesn't work. So yes, sometimes that hyper competitive pops up when we're playing Call of Duty, but I'm not actually mad.
I know it does.
Yeah.
I've seen you go. I've seen you go. So this lot. No, get off. I've seen you shout at the screen. Trust me, plenty of times. Yeah. So obviously, we've gone through obviously the streaming part. So obviously, Call of Duty talking about. I was playing. Obviously, I played the game with you. Obviously.
Yeah. The other week.
The ranked play. What rank are you?
Oh, I'm still teetering right below plat. Oh, Jay Horner, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. I'm still teetering right below plat. I haven't put honestly the hard grind in for ranked on either side. I've been just kind of delving around with games lately.
Yeah.
Listen, I love Call of Duty. Don't get me wrong. I've played it since the original like MW2 and stuff. I absolutely love it. But they got issues right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they got issues. They got blatant hackers all the way as low as silver.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, listen. I know everybody wants to get the high rank. I know everybody wants that symbol. But my perspective on it is, if I'm only good enough to be gold, but the playing field's legit, I'm gold. Yeah. That's cool. I will never do anything like that, like these guys do. But like, I mean, I have streams from the other night. People can go back and watch where I had literally a hacker every other game. It was like blatant wall hacks watching me through the whole building come around. So I don't want to hate the game. I want to give Activision the chance to be able to fix it and get that whatever they're going to do with the anti-cheat right. So I'm not really like hard grinding it right now, because if I hard grind it, I'm going to hate it and I'm not even going to come back when it's fixed. I can tell you that right now. Like, it's just going to happen. I'm probably like a game or two away from plat. So I've been delving into other stuff. I'm going back to Apex once in a while too, which actually stinks for my first season goal. My first season goal of Call of Duty was to be at least Crim in Call of Duty and Masters and Apex at the same time. But that's kind of got a damper to it. But I dove into, I know you saw the other day, yesterday when I was diving into Marvel Rivals a little bit. Off stream, I've been going back to Overwatch a little bit to see how that's been. But Overwatch, Overwatch might make an appearance. I used to stream it all the time. It might make a reappearance on my stream one of these weeks coming up. I'm just trying to catch up on the bajillion new characters since I left to find out how you're actually supposed to play that game now.
I did something wrong. Bear with me.
Yeah.
I know what I've done wrong here.
Oh, what happened?
I know what's going on. It's a freaking thingy. Right, close the window. Close it.
Oh yeah.
Tech issue. Tech issue.
Tech stuff.
Again. Fucking tech issue. Bear me, guys. Let me just get rid of that. That's the guest camera. Why the fuck is the guest camera?
Oh my god, it's like when I'm playing Black Ops and the Xbox overlay comes up for no reason.
Fucking hell. Tell you. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, welcome in, Katie. You're the pineapple pizza lover. We just asked him the pineapple pizza question. It's blasphemy.
Yeah, no, sorry. New York Italian, that's not going to be on my pizza.
Yeah, so it's blasphemy, apparently. So we've already asked him the pineapple pizza question.
Yeah. But yeah, no, definitely. Like, I'm just been like kind of bouncing around, just playing whatever. Honestly, like, yeah. I've had my fun. I've had my fun, and unless I'm going into like a comp team or trying to do something like that, even on a low level, like right now I'm more focused on the fun. Yeah, I've had my time where like I was playing Cold War and I was high masters for the whole lifespan of the game on both inputs, controller and mouse and key. I've had my time in Halo where I've been, level 50 on every ranked. I've been, high Onyx in Halo when it came out in all pro lobbies and just having an absolute great time. I love being up there. It's fun. I've been masters in Apex too. Like it's fun, but I'm just trying more to enjoy myself lately than actually like push that competitive button all the time. It does get tiring, especially when there's 3 kids at home to take care of when you're off stream. It does, and then hit the competitive button at night. It does get a little exhausting. There's times where I still do it, but it's not an every night thing anymore.
See, that's why I think when I was younger, a wee little Jonester, as they call me. I mean, 2 people have called me Jonester. 2 people have called me Jonester so far. A wee little Jonester or Jonesy, whatever you want to call me. I used to play Call of Duty quite regularly. I'm only playing it regularly now because it's double XP. If it weren't double XP, I probably wouldn't play it regularly.
Jonesy wants some skins.
I don't want those skins. I don't want those skins. Well, okay, camos. Yeah, I have been grinding quite good on camos, but okay. Not the point. The point is, I played it a lot more when I was younger than I do now. I have missed quite a few Call of Duties, like Vanguard. I didn't think it was.
You didn't miss anything with Vanguard. You're good.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
great.
Vanguard, MW2, MW3. You didn't miss anything. Trust me, you missed nothing.
Oh, great. Well, I got MW3, MW2. I didn't get Vanguard because I thought it looked like a pile of shit.
It was bad.
Oh, thanks for telling me.
Yeah, it was bad.
I'm glad I didn't spend that 60 quid. Then.
After Cold War, it went really downhill until Black Ops 6 came out. Because like I told people, don't mix up the game for the company. Like Black Ops 6 is legit. The movement's good. The guns are good. The maps are eh. Maps are eh. We're not going to give them a pass on the maps because the maps could be so much better. But the gunplay, the movement, all that stuff is really, really solid on this game. It really brings you back to a better Call of Duty time.
Oh yeah.
It's just, they got to get control of the hackers. They got to get the servers, amped up and fixed. I've had times where it shows I've had 10 ping, but everybody's teleporting. Right. So obviously that ping reader is not correct.
No,
obviously not.
So Katie has said, well, no, for the pizza bit. Jay Horner has said hackers even filtered down to standard online. Yes, they have. I will say they have filtered down to that. And Jay Horner has also said, "Wait, you were sweatier than you are already, Jonesy." I'm not sweaty. All right, I don't play sweaty.
Yeah, I've watched Jonesy play a little Call of Duty. I didn't get the super sweat from him. He was having fun.
Maybe you haven't seen me on multiplayer.
Jonesy, I'm trying to help you out here, man.
I know. They've played me on multiplayer, I will say. I'm not sweaty though compared to some people. Some people do the jump shots, some people do the freaking drop shots, all this lot. I'm not sweaty compared to some people. Okay, I got 25-1. Alright? That was a luck. Alright? I got 25 to 1.
Ask Wavy and Demon. I don't sweat ever.
You know? You may have met someone sweatier than me. He may be sweatier than me, this guy.
It's highly possible. Like I said, I didn't get to where I was in my outside career when I was younger by not being hyper competitive.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not competitive on it.
Yeah.
As such. I mean, I have a 1.25 KD, and I've had a 25 to 1 game, alright, I'll admit. It was luck. That's all it was. Because, I'm sorry, if people are going to just run through a door without realising there's a blast trap on the door first, about 10 times, by the way, that happened. So it wasn't just my gun, it was my spring mines, my blast traps, and my gun. Because I was being a bit of a troll. Well, not a troll, a bit of a toxic player.
Yeah, you can't help if they don't adjust.
Exactly. I couldn't help it.
It's not like these maps have lack of routes to go that you have to go through the same door.
You know, they could have gone through the window of the extraction tower. They could have gone through there. I didn't put the blast trap there. It's true. But anyways, I know you don't believe it, but anyways, the fact is, I'm not sweating. But yeah. Obviously, so you've been playing Call of Duty for a while then?
Oh yeah, long time since I was little. Yeah.
A long time.
Yeah.
So Call of Duty. What was your first Call of Duty? First ever.
Say the original MW2, probably.
The original MW2.
Yeah, whichever one it was. It came out around the same time as Halo 2, like the peak of Halo 2. Around there, so we'll say like 2007.
2007.
Yeah, whichever.
Let me just think back because I know that Call of Duty.
I'll look it up right now. Let's see. Call of Duty.
Look it up.
What was Call of Duty 2007?
I think that was MW2 or
I think it was,
War,
or it might have been World of War.
Yeah, it might have been World of War because I know that I didn't play MW2 a lot because I used to play World of War. I played World of War for at least 2 years because I didn't particularly like MW2.
Oh no, my dates are off because I definitely played Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, the original, and it's saying 2007 was Modern Warfare 4.
Oh yeah, Modern Warfare. Yeah, Jay said Modern Warfare was 2007. I didn't know that. I would have swore it was World of War then. I would have swore it was. But then again, apparently not.
No, I remember now because I remember this artwork. It was Finest Hour, 2004.
Yeah. So yeah, okay.
2004, Finest Hour.
Yeah, wow. Okay, it's MW that was 2007. I wouldn't have actually thought that.
Yeah, no, I was a little off on my dates.
Yeah, so you've been playing it since the Gengo relative.
Oh yeah.
Because, it was the first ever proper online Call of Duty.
Yeah, well, that's where everything took off too. I mean, even with Halo 2 is where Xbox Live got its reputation and took off. It was just it was an interesting time, but that's why I left. Like, you'll hear me on stream. I pick on the younger generation a little bit, but it's all in good fun. But when I hear people say you can't cheat on console, I was like, you did not play Halo 2. Where people were modding, flying in the air, and aimbotting while they were standing they were floating 100 feet above the map where you couldn't see them.
Oh yeah, no.
And then disappearing through walls.
So you're a PC player, ain't you?
Yes, now I'm a PC player. Yeah.
You're a PC player. I think I know already, but Xbox or PlayStation?
That
was Jay.
All right, so earlier in my gaming career, I put them as even for different reasons. Later, I liked Xbox better. It had more of the titles that I like to be competitive in. Earlier, I always scrounged together money to get both as much as I can. Whatever odd side jobs I had to do to get money, I did it. Because for me, when it came to like shooters, Xbox was king. And when it came to my favorite story games and stuff, like Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, all those games, Ratchet and Clank, PlayStation was king. So, and I liked... there were certain titles that kind of like crossed those barriers, like Twisted Metal and stuff on PlayStation that I loved. But as far as just like shooters, my shooters were always on my Xbox. Everything else was on my PlayStation.
Yeah. So obviously you're just a person that stands in between them. Basically, is the Xbox is good for some things, the
Yeah.
PlayStation.
I mean, that held true for a long time, too, until probably about where PlayStation really became, I would say, a more like a really viable system for shooters, but really didn't matter, was probably
Yeah.
PS4. Because even on PS3, the controller, I actually like the controller on PS3,
Yeah.
but the amount of lag on the input for playing a shooter and trying to play it at a high level compared to Xbox, and just the capability, it wasn't really caught up yet. It really was PS4. They kind of like turned that whole thing around.
See, I think I'm going to be honest. I will be honest. Okay, I am a PlayStation dude. I've always been a PlayStation dude. I did get an Xbox 360. Okay, hands up. I got a 360, and then it ended up getting the red light down. Yeah, and then I got another one. It got the red light down.
Wow.
And then in the space of that, I got a PS3, only one, and it lasted longer than both of them put together.
I only got one red line of death, but
Yeah.
I got it on release, the 360, and I luckily got the red line of death the night before my Xbox One arrived in the mail.
Wow.
So it lasted all the way till then. But yeah, my PS3 did last longer, but I also did not put nearly the hours on my PS3 I put on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Because at that time I was really delved into shooters, especially Halo, so I was definitely putting about 20 to 1 as far as hours on each machine.
I think the longest I've ever spent on a game of Call of Duty is probably the game time played, that is, ever. Probably 30 days.
Oh, wow.
Probably about 30 days for me.
Yeah. Oh, and let's not forget the other titles on PlayStation you couldn't ignore, like Final Fantasy and stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts, when they used to be PlayStation exclusive.
Oh, yeah.
Now it doesn't matter, but they used to just be like exclusive to PlayStation. That was also the thing back then for our younger viewers, is that there was a lot of franchises that were exclusive to one system. So people were really like, dude, you need dirt moved? $20? Okay, cool. I'll go move that dirt. Give me a wheelbarrow. Like anything I can to get both systems, because there was just so many great titles, but they were exclusive to one system or the other. Actually, I think up until PS4, Xbox One.
Yeah.
I think that's when they started to kind of like cross over each other.
Yeah, they did, really, to be honest with you. That's when they started to cross over the games more so. And I personally don't mind that. I personally don't mind them crossing over the games.
Me neither.
But I think with this Call of Duty, they should have just left the option there, maybe, for some players, because some players don't like the crossovers.
And there was also a big divide between people who liked to play online and didn't, because let's be honest, at the time, comparing to each other, Xbox 360 had their shit together for online, and PS3 Network was absolute freaking shambles for like 90% of its lifetime. So there'd be weeks when it wouldn't even go on the network.
No.
So if you were an online player, you had Xbox back then. That's just how it was.
Yeah. I mean, they did have a more stable network.
Yeah.
Xbox did, I will say. They've always had I think they're better for, like I said, I think their consoles are better for software, in my opinion, than hardware. Again, this is my opinion, guys, okay?
Well, you also had a absolute giant in the computer industry, and Microsoft controlling one, and Sony, who is really a baby in the industry, on the other.
Yeah.
Even though they're super inventive, that's why you always got the better graphics, because they were the world leader in TV, so they kind of had that. They kind of had the aesthetics down. The aesthetics with PlayStation were always great. They always had the aesthetic part down. But networking and internet access and all that stuff, and the coding for it, I mean, it's no surprise that Microsoft was doing better back then.
Oh, no, that's the thing. I mean, it didn't surprise me at all, either. So we got some comments, obviously. I think PS3 was so underrated from Wavy, which it was underrated.
It was one of my favorite consoles. It just wasn't good online.
Oh yeah, but I still say, I'm going to be honest. I know Wavy said it as well. I'm going to say it as well. The PS2 was the best PlayStation.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, that was also their biggest boom in franchises too. That's where most
Yeah.
of their franchises you see today came on, plus a lot of forgotten ones. That's where the Twisted Metals came on, was the
Oh yeah.
PS2. I think they might have had one that crossed over PS1 and PS2 because it was like during
Yeah,
the
pretty
transfer.
good.
But I mean, that's where Crash Bandicoot really came back to life, was during that. You also had, you know, also had titles transferring over towards the end of PS2 to PS3 from Nintendo because they were kind of falling
Yeah.
behind. You know, your Banjo and Kazooies and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I mean Nintendo really fell behind. I think in the 90s they fell behind more so.
Yeah, they did the perfect thing
Um,
though when they fell behind after
oh
GameCube.
yeah.
Because let's be honest, the
Oh,
Wii wasn't great.
the Wii wasn't great. It wasn't great.
Title selection,
Um,
phenomenal. Having
yeah.
used those stupid wand controllers, that wasn't it. That wasn't it.
Well, you can just swing them out of your hand.
Yeah,
Whoop! That's what
yeah.
you do.
Unless you're
But,
Wavy playing the ice cream making game, you know that just that wasn't it. You know, but I think they made a
well,
smart move. They delved all their money into
yeah.
handhelds and came out with the Switch, and Switch is phenomenal. I wish I
Or
had
you,
I wish I had a capture card. I'd play Pokemon on stream sometimes if I did.
or you playing Cooking Mama or something.
Yeah, I actually was gonna start on my Pokemon days making it a
Oh yeah.
full Pokemon day instead of just the cards.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna make it
Okay.
that plus video games, but I need a capture card for that because I was gonna start and actually play like each title from each generation.
Yeah. Wow.
But I have to get
That
it.
sounds good.
I need a capture card. I'm broke. So
I might, you know what? I might take that idea.
go for it. Go for
I'm
it. I
sure.
would love to see someone do it because I can't do it right now.
Oh, I might do it. I might do it. I mean, so I got another one. Lola, this is from Demon Killer. Lola Frankenstein so many PS3s together because I played them so much they would get the yellow light of death.
Uh,
Wow.
yeah, that's you
Wow.
demon. You gotta go touch grass, my brother. You can't be
Right.
killing that many systems.
Jay Horner also said Halo is one game I would have loved to have played.
Yeah, no, I mean the Halo boom was unlike anything seen
Oh
in the
yeah, I
gaming world
mean,
at the time. I mean, you had your titles that had their loyal fan bases and millions of them. Like you had your Super
yeah,
Mario titles and stuff, but the combination of Halo 1 kind of experimenting, but you kind of had Ethernet to your computer, then to the system network, even though you're playing on a console. It was like a whole, you know, you had to bridge stuff together. It was a whole mess. Once they
yeah,
came out with
absolutely.
Xbox Live with Halo 2, that
Mm,
comp scene was unlike any other.
yeah,
And I'll tell you the reason, and I really believe this wholeheartedly. You can compare it to actually regular sports. Why
yeah.
do we watch? Well, I'm going to use New York references. Sorry, people who aren't New York fans, but too bad. Why do we watch the Yankees? Why do we watch the Knicks? Why do we watch the Giants, the Jets? Why do we watch the Rangers, the Islanders? Why? Even if we play that sport, we watch them because they're doing something on a level that we cannot do.
Yeah.
It's skill gap. Skill gap creates great theater. If you could do everything to the level that the person on the screen is getting paid to do, you're not interested.
Yeah.
And the thing that Halo really emphasized was
Yeah.
either you're good enough or get out of the way. That's why they left
Well,
the double shots in. That's why they left the BXRs in. When people don't realize who didn't play that game from the jump, that those are actually glitches in the game.
yeah.
But it created a skill that created a skill gap. You might be able to double shot, but you ain't getting triple kills with it. You ain't going from one player to the next like some of these pros were. So like
Oh
you
yeah.
got to when you watched the Halo 2 comp scene, it was like watching theater. And you had your personalities like your Waltzies who would just pop off at any moment. You know, it was a less sensitive era too, so the shit talk was crazy, but it fit within what was happening. So that skill gap, these guys were incredible. And you know, some people like me, I had a big ego back then. I used to be like, yeah, I could do that too. And I got in some customs with these guys, and I'm like, wow, huh, yeah, I just got my ass handed to me. Like I was doing it, and it looked the same, but it wasn't the same. Like this is how it was. But you know, that's what created it. Now in video games today, all these
Mhm.
developers want to make everybody equal.
Yeah.
They look at Black Ops. They took away the recoil. They added more aim assist. So now you got players in silver with the same hit accuracy as like pro players. It's like what's
Yeah.
the point? What's the point if the game's gonna do it for you? What do
Yeah. Well,
you know?
that's the
It's
thing with Call of Duty.
yeah.
They've ruined it a little bit. I will say over the years they've ruined it, and
Yeah.
That's why I hope they actually do what they did a couple of years ago with Infinite Warfare. They added an old Call of Duty on that. I got banned off, by the way. Yes, I got banned on it.
Oh my god.
Sorry, but the fact is, I got banned off it. So yeah, we got another question. Is it a question or is it just him saying that? Demon Killer said, "Did you know the secret with the PS2 and the home screen?"
No.
Neither did I.
No.
Neither did I. Here's my little nephew. You found it.
But like even going back to that, what was the last like Call of Duty comp scene where you really saw the viewership engage? And it was Cold War. It was Cold War. You know, because they brought back in Cold War after MW, they brought back a higher skill gap. MW was good competitively online. It was okay, but there wasn't as much of a skill gap. And they brought that back for Cold War and made it more of a skill gap. Like it was, dude. Like I had no life when I played Cold War. For me to maintain Masters, which was for people who didn't play Cold War, it's iridescent.
Yeah.
Masters is iridescent. To maintain that and to do it each season on different inputs, switching back from controller to mouse and key, man, my brain was fried. Like it was tough. I got my butt kicked many a times. Like there was a clear skill gap, even people in that level. Like, and that's honestly what makes it more fun.
What else we got?
At least for me, being a super competitive mentality person. Like if I feel like the game's giving it to me and I didn't earn it, like it doesn't feel as good.
So we got another one here. It's not a question, but someone Wavy said the Wii was good if family was over, which is true. I mean, the Wii was a good family console.
Yeah, but that's what I didn't like about the Wii. It kind of felt like you needed a big group to enjoy it, or it wasn't really enjoyable.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like it had that balance like the GameCube or the N64 did, where you could play Super Mario Party, but then you could also go play Duke Nukem and have fun.
Duke Nukem.
Or play Turok.
Yeah.
You know?
Nintendo 64 was the best.
Yeah.
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 To a slight degree.
All right, I want to throw this title out there, Jonesy. I want to throw this title out there because I always get a half and half when I throw this title out there for N64. But it was low key like one of the best shooters they had, and it was just funny as hell because it was teddy bears and squirrels. Conker's Bad Fur Day.
I've heard of it, but I never played it. I never played that. I played GoldenEye.
Well, GoldenEye is GoldenEye. You can't compare anything to GoldenEye. GoldenEye is GoldenEye, but Conker's Bad Fur Day. Oh my god.
Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
Played that. Played a couple of 64 games.
Sneaking up behind somebody with a samurai sword and watching a teddy bear's head go flying 100 feet.
I've heard of it. Like I said, I've heard of it.
But it was a shock. It was a shock for a lot of people because Nintendo's always been known as like the family-friendly community. When Bad Fur Day came out, there was a lot of animated blood, violence, and cursing in the game, which is not typical for a Nintendo title.
Yeah.
Not typical. I mean, you had your offsets. You Duke Nukem cursed a little bit, but it wasn't as crazy.
What? I don't know. What's a monster called with one eye? A Cyclops.
But Conker's Bad Fur Day took Duke Nukem's little bit of cursing to like the next level. Like it was bad. It was bad, but so much fun.
So we've got another one. Nintendo 64 was the best with the old Mario.
Yes.
Yes.
It's still my favorite Super Smash Brothers was an N64 too.
Oh, Super Smash Brothers! I love that game. I used to love it. Emulators, lol. Okay, 64 was the best console first family console we had. Okay, I can understand that.
Nintendo's always been great with that aspect.
Oh yeah, they've always been family.
They've always been family.
And then Ducky also said my first personal console was a Nintendo Switch.
So, he's young.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Young. My first console was Sega Genesis.
Yeah, my first console was actually a SNES or a NES. And a handheld.
The NES.
Game Boy.
The NES.
And the Game Boy, the original Game Boy.
I had the original Game Boy too. With the Pokemon craze, guys, as you could tell, I really don't like Pokemon at all. Like, as you can see, right?
No. I'll shut the door behind me. There we want that.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, I will say the original Game Boy, that was probably the best. That was a revolution. That.
Did you have it though, Jonesy? Did you have the little light for the car rides?
Oh, the little light for the car rides.
Yep.
Oh, the little light where you fucking could have it like
Yep.
that or something.
So
Yeah,
for
I
those of
didn't
you who
have
don't
that.
know, there was no backlight
Oh
built into
yeah.
that system. So bear with me. Pretend this is one of those like lights with the flexible handle that you can go like this, like a reading light, like a book light. You literally just hold the Game Boy in the car and have this little reading light just over it, so you could actually see the screen when you were at nighttime driving in the car.
Right, so here is another one. Let me just go into it. The Switch. The Switch. I'm going to be honest. The Switch is a masterpiece.
I love the
The
Switch.
reason I say that, yeah, the reason I say it's a masterpiece. Right, I'm just going to get my brothers. I know I've got my own here. I should set my own up here. Obviously, you've got this.
Yeah.
You know, just a handheld thing, and then you've got this.
Yeah.
Can make it a thing.
That's what you need to attach the capture card to it if you want to actually stream off your Switch.
Yeah.
That
and
brick.
Also connected to the TV.
Yeah, the brick.
Yeah, literally the brick. Right? And then they created these as well. So there is nothing wrong with the Switch.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with it. I can't say anything wrong with the Switch.
And it has old PlayStation titles on it too. You can get Crash Bandicoot on the Switch. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like you have really, really good old story titles on the Switch too.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Switch as far as I'm concerned.
No.
There's stuff wrong with the Xboxes, there's stuff wrong with the PlayStations, but there is nothing wrong with the Switch.
The only thing I would say that I don't particularly like about the Switch is they're very selective with titles they even own. Like if you get I forgot what the pass is called in the Switch, where you can download old titles and stuff, but like their retro titles are like 2013 titles. Like they don't even have like the original Pokemon bundle in there, even though they own it.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I will say they are very selective. The only problem wrong with it is the emulators that they have.
Yeah,
they're very select at what they select on there.
Yeah, because they had that pass. I forgot what it's called that you could buy from their Switch store that allows you to download all the older games and stuff. But like they're not. Like I think the oldest game they have is not even the original Gold and Silver. I think it's like Heart Gold was the oldest one I found.
Jay said the expansion pack.
Yes.
Yep. Yes.
And I think it was like Heart Gold was the oldest one I found in there. And then like Pokemon Dungeon or something like that.
Yeah, so we've got a few more comments that I've missed out on that I've, well, not missed out on, but obviously while we've been talking. My first personal, Wavy said, my first personal console was the GameCube. Again, with the GameCube, there was nothing wrong with it.
Oh, Wavy, I thought your first personal console was the ice cream maker.
It was such a masterpiece for adventure games.
Yes.
It was. I mean, the first ever Luigi's Mansion came out on that.
Banjo-Kazooie came out on that.
Banjo-Kazooie. I don't know actually Banjo-Kazooie did come out on that. I think that might have came out on the 64. I think Banjo.
Did it? Am I mixing? I might be mixing it up. They had a really. It might have been the second one then on GameCube, but they had a really big one that came out on GameCube from that series that made a lot of money.
Yeah.
But Luigi's Mansion was definitely one. Paper Mario.
Yeah. Paper Mario again. There was quite a few. I
will say the Mario Karts were more fun on GameCube.
Oh yeah, the Mario Kart.
Definitely more fun on GameCube.
Mario Kart what? Was it Mario Kart?
I don't remember the first one on it, but
I can't remember the Mario Kart, the one on GameCube.
They definitely felt smoother on the GameCube controllers playing those games.
Hey, do I shut my door? Sorry about that, mate.
Oh, you good?
Hey, do I shut the door? No, okay. You're going to sit there, my little nephew. Anyways, where were we up to? We were up to here. I'm trying to find all these comments because there's loads of them coming in. Did you know the secret? Yes, I read that. My first personal was the GameCube. Yeah, such a masterpiece for adventure games. Yes, it was. It was such a masterpiece. And then someone put, "How old are you, Wavy?" Ducky said. Wavy's 21, but my dad raised me on old games. MW had a great campaign. the older Modern Warfares, Wavy, they had great campaigns.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know which one's your favourite
MW2.
campaign. MW2?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I did prefer the MW3 one.
The betrayal twist at the end of MW2. Yeah. Couldn't really beat that.
Yeah, the reason I say MW3 is because it kind of... How can I say this? It kind of was like a... It's like Assassin's Creed Revelations. You know how it's got like an ending to it?
Yeah.
An ending to a... An end to a means?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
now
like
I did enjoy on like the World at War, World War II. I did enjoy the sniping parts of the campaign in those games much better.
Yeah. I mean, I will say the campaigns in all fairness now, I'm just going to go from it till like the campaigns on MW till I'm going to say Infinite Warfare because Infinite Warfare sucked.
Yeah, that was bad.
I
think that was the last. I think that was the last one I played.
Yeah, Infinite Warfare.
I haven't really played the campaigns at all since then.
Yeah, the campaign fully of that is a waste of time.
Yep.
I don't know if you think that. What makes you think?
I did one stream. The only time I've ever played the campaign after that was I did one stream for the MW2 remake just because it was my favorite campaign ever. Yeah. And thankfully, that one good thing about that game is they really didn't change anything in the campaign. They just made it more pretty.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was nice to actually get to play that.
Yeah. So what made you say Infinite Warfare?
For me, the story was clunky. It was like I felt like almost like it was part of the timeline, but like battling with another timeline. Like it didn't really feel cohesive to like a lot of the stuff, and it skipped around a lot. Like it felt when you went through the campaign, like things were out of order. Like you weren't going through it in like chronological order. It just felt all over the place, and I was like, I'll just shoot things. That's it. Just forget about what I'm listening to. I'll just shoot things.
I am going to be honest. The thing that made me think it was a waste of time was the ending.
See, I don't even really remember the ending because I stopped paying attention halfway through the campaign.
Hey, Dumpster, how you doing? This is Mega Punch, by the way. Ask him any questions you have. I will read them as I go because I am currently behind on chat. But anyways, I felt like the story on Infinite Warfare, in all fairness, was a waste of time because of the ending. The ending totally they may as well have ended it 5 missions in my opinion. Because they all die in the end anyway.
That's how I kind of felt like playing on the beta. People wanted to see the part of the Black Ops 6 campaign, so I did that for them, and it was just it didn't even really feel like I was playing a story. I felt like I was just running through shooting people, and that was it.
Yeah.
It didn't really like. It was like okay. I mean, there was some spy aspects or whatever, but it was like it wasn't engaging that I really remember any of it. And I did it on stream as part of like a 24-hour stream, and I really don't remember much of it. Like it was so bad.
I mean, that campaign just put me off campaigns. I never did another campaign after that one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I to be honest with you, I don't even like the zombies on it.
I literally did it for the last like 5 hours of the 24-hour stream because I was literally dying. I couldn't have the mental focus for actual beta play anymore, like multiplayer. And they were like, just do the campaign. I'm like, all right. But then like a couple missions in, I just stopped paying attention to what was going on. I was like, yeah.
So we've got one from Demon Killer. So the secret to it was when you had a memory card in it, when you was on the home screen, those towers you seen was your data on your memory card. Was that to do with the PlayStation?
Oh, it's the PS2.
Sounds like it. Yeah, it sounds like the PlayStation 2.
I do remember that now that he was saying it.
That's the secret, yeah. So that's the secret then. Okay, so here's a question from Jay Horner. Do you think making COD crossplay is a double-edged sword, like obviously expanded player base, but spoiled it for casual players?
No, I think it's actually a good thing. I think it just exposed the problems that were already there. I had this discussion with other people. When you put everybody in the same pool that way, you're going to run into the crap more often where you're actually able to. I actually think the problem is not crossplay being on or off, to be honest with you. I'm cool with it being either way. I think the problem with it was making it free.
Yeah.
Once I've noticed, and like I said, like I mentioned the modders in Halo 2, and I can be a nerd right now and go into coding from my little knowledge of it and tell
Yeah.
people how Cronus actually works, because you could
Yeah.
actually add custom scripts onto Cronus and it's not limited to what you think it's limited to. They
Yeah.
actually have a full program so you can put whatever the hell you want on it. So if you wanted aimbot or something else more extreme, you could actually do it.
Yeah.
So once you have a device that allows you access to overwrite software, your limit is how smart you are in doing it. It's
Yeah.
not actually like that device already overwrites the software in the game. So then it really just depends on your intelligence level, how much you could abuse it.
Yeah.
Like I literally had people on
Well,
TikTok the other day arguing with me about this, saying one person said I use Cronus and all it does is give me better aim assist and let me rev it up and less recoil. I'm not cheating. I'm like,
well,
mm,
you just said you did.
that's not cheating. I'm like, all right, but anyway, getting back to, I think making it free really is the problem. I don't think the cheater population would be as big if they had to pay $70 every time they got caught.
Yeah.
Also, too, when you have to buy a game and dump a bunch of money into the um, they are more now legally responsible to update and uphold the game, because now it becomes an issue of um, them rendering service. I'm not
Yeah.
there's even international law on it too. Like you have to get what you paid for.
Yeah.
And if there's blatant neglect, they actually open themselves up for lawsuits. Much harder to prove in video games, but when you have blatant neglect of your game, you have blatant neglect of a service that you promised to provide and got paid for already up front.
Yeah.
There's a lot more incentive for them to be on top of their game. When they're giving
Yeah.
out a free service, free is free for a reason. When
Oh
you
yeah.
get something for free, legally speaking, expectation is subjective. And the
Yeah.
expectation from the seller, quote unquote, to the buyer doesn't have to match up. When there's a numerical value and an actual value behind something, when you're talking legally speaking, there has to be a certain expectation of service.
Yeah.
Not that, the lack of cheaters were in before this because lack of technology to catch them, not
Yeah.
because of effort forward, and there was way less. It didn't matter. Guys, I played console and I played PC. I was
Yeah.
playing Counter Strike during the era where people were wall banging you from like another map because they were cheating so bad. Like Counter Strike had a problem one time where their technology couldn't keep up with the cheaters, where they made subjective lobbies where you could do whatever the hell you want, and then there was legit competitive lobbies. So
Yeah.
I lived through all of that, and I ran into as much cheaters whether I was on Xbox or PC. It didn't really matter.
Yeah.
But I know if I ran into a cheater, it'd be once every like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I just had a stream the other day. You could check out the VOD. It was once every 2 matches.
Hey, look, how's it
You
going,
know,
my dude? It's going great. This is Mega Punch, by the way. Ask
how
him
you
any
doing? How you doing?
questions you want. And literally, yeah. Yeah, talking of that though, it is quite thingy intriguing. Obviously there is gonna be hackers in every game you see, really. You followed him, great.
Yeah,
Great.
you're never gonna get rid of them.
Yeah, you're never gonna get rid of hackers no matter how much you try. I guess because obviously they've been going on since ages, really.
Yeah,
They've been going on for ages, and I guess now that technology's obviously advanced more as well,
yeah.
they're gonna find new ways
That's
anyway.
really the issue. I mean, listen, they said they
Mhm.
banned um 19,000 cheaters. Black Ops said they banned. I think it was last week. But
Yeah,
think of it this way: when you have a game that's paid for,
yeah,
what's the likelihood, especially if it's a high price, like $70 to $100, whatever Black Ops usually comes out at, right? What's the likelihood that 19,000 of those are actual 19,000 people?
mm,
Probably about 80% of it, right? There might be
yeah,
some people that have a little money aside and they redid their account, whatever, right? What's the
yeah,
likelihood that 19,000 people is actually close to 19,000 people when they can just make a new account for free in 30 seconds?
yeah.
You might have just banned the same 1,000 people 19 times.
It won't surprise me if
You
they
get, you
did,
get what I'm saying? And
honestly.
they're very, very hesitant. I don't care what they say because I never see it. They are very hesitant to do actual IP and hardware bans, which would also
Yeah,
be a better idea. Of course, you would
yeah,
want an appeal system in case there's something that's false. But
yeah,
I mean, Come on. I mean, you know, there's people on TikTok every day live streaming and selling cheats. They're live streaming themselves playing the game and selling cheats. They're selling access to Discord. You could pay a monthly price to get cheats. Like,
Yeah.
and they're doing it live, and they're not getting banned every day live on TikTok. Like, it's right there. So, how many people are they actually catching, or how many repeat offenders who are just really stupid and are blatant and know how to just obviously get caught or getting caught?
Well, I don't particularly know, if I'm honest with you. The amount
Yeah.
of shit that goes on nowadays. Yes, this is the podcast episode I was talking about. This is the Jonesy Chinwag, as we call it, and this is Mega Punch, the guest, obviously today. There will be another one next year now, if you really want to put it that way, next year. But early next
Yeah,
year.
next year. Oh my God, New Year's right around the corner.
I know, right? It's coming right on the corner, literally. I mean, it's not even started. It doesn't even feel like it's been a year. Not at all. Right. So what were we up to? We were up to a couple more because we had. Right. I read that. I still need to do the BO6 campaign from Ducky. I don't know. I've not played it. Have you played the campaign?
Yeah, I did it. Like I was saying during the beta when I was doing a 24-hour stream, but like it was the end of my my subathon week, so
Yeah.
it wasn't bad. Like the graphics were amazing. Like
Yeah.
graphics were really on point. Gunplay was on point. Missions were easy to understand. I just didn't feel as engaged as I did with some of
Yeah.
the older campaigns.
Mm.
It is fun. I will say though, I did want to finish it. It was
Yeah.
engaging enough that I wanted to finish, but I don't want to go back to it.
Yeah. Well,
But then
I
again,
might
too, nowadays I'm not really a big campaign person like I used to
Yeah.
be. In any
I
game,
might
not just Call of Duty. Like in any game, I'm not really a campaign person anymore.
Yeah. See, I might have to try it because I'm a single player gamer usually,
Yeah.
but I've not really felt the urge to try a campaign in ages. And I mean ages, ever since the Infinite
If you
Warfare
see
one.
me doing single player campaigns, because that game only is single player and I like it. It's not.
Yeah,
If there's a multiplayer, you will very rarely ever catch me on the campaign.
yeah, that's like me. That's like me. If it's a multiplayer, I'll play the multiplayer part. If it's like, say for example, if it was The Last of Us, you'd see me on obviously The Last of Us story, or
Yeah.
if it were Borderlands, you'd see me on Borderlands, obviously the story more so than the multiplayer,
Yeah.
because I prefer the story to that rather than playing it multiplayer, because the multiplayers can be dicks on that.
Yeah, like or if I ever get the money again to get like a Game Pass or a PlayStation Network Pass on PC,
Yeah.
and I start bringing back my Throwback Thursdays and I start doing like Ratchet and Clank, like that's when you'll find me on story mode. Like that's when you'll find me on story mode. Like I'm not, if I'm gonna live stream Call of Duty or Halo for you guys, like, nah, we're gonna get some ranks done. Like that's just what's gonna happen.
So right, we've got another question here. What about? I still need to do. Still one of the best 64 games. What about Game Boys, the old Pokemon games? What's your opinion on that?
Love them.
Love them.
They were my whole childhood. I had for the first.
Hey, thank you for the 20 bits, Looker. I appreciate it.
I think I had every game for the first I definitely had red, blue, yellow, 100%.
Yeah.
I had silver, gold, crystal. I had sapphire, ruby, emerald. I had black and white was after that, right after that, I think.
Yeah.
Or was sun and moon first? No, I think black and white was first. I had black, white. I don't remember if there was a third to that one. But I definitely had black and white. I had. Yeah, I had both X and Y. I don't remember if they came out with thirds to those games though, like they did with Emerald, Crystal, and Yellow. But I definitely had at least two on every generation. I honestly, chat, I love the old structure of Pokemon games. I'm not as big of a fan of the new structure, where you have to get like a certain amount of experience points to unlock the next stage. But like to do that, you got to catch like 200 Meowths. Like, one of them was like, oh, like you got to catch like 30 Diglets to get like 5,000 XP, and like you're still 8,000 XP away. So after you do that, you gotta go catch 30 Rattatas. I'm like, and I don't know, who wants to catch 30 Rattatas?
So, we have. Do we have any more questions? Let's see.
Mine was the Atari from Demon Killer. Jay Horner said I had the Mag Light and the Snake Light for the Game Boy.
Yes.
Wow.
The two most classic accessories
Yeah,
ever created.
The Mag Light and the Snake Light.
Two of the most memorable classic accessories.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I remember I just had the thingy, the little flip light you can have like that.
Well, the best part about that original like mag and twist light is that it still was barely seeable. Like it still was barely seeable. The light was so weak, and it fed off the batteries in your Game Boy, so you had to make sure you paid attention to your battery light indicator to make sure you saved and switched your batteries out when you needed to, because it would just absolutely siphon it.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think which one came out of a rechargeable battery first? I want to say
Advanced.
Game Boy Color. I want to say the Game Boy Color.
Did Color have rechargeable? I thought it was Game Boy Advanced.
I don't know. I want to say the Color, but I don't know.
Yeah, but they weren't. It wasn't in the system. They were separate attachments. You had to buy them separate. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they were. I'm pretty sure they were the first. The Game Boy Color was the first one to have rechargeable batteries, but again, the Advance could have been because obviously you had a charging cable for it, plugged it in, charged it up.
I just found my Game Boy Advance the other day.
Really?
I was cleaning out my basement, so I found it with my Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald.
Yeah. Wow, that's mad.
Found my Nintendo DS too. I found that.
Yeah.
The 3DS. Right, I had the Zelda 3DS version. I found that.
Yeah. Wow. Jesus. Okay, so we have. Jay Horner said the expansion pack was the pack, and we said that. Banjo was 64. Banjo and Kazooie was never on GameCube or 64. GameCube was Banjo 3. Okay. I didn't know they did a Banjo 3. I knew they did Banjo 1 and 2. I didn't know they did Banjo 3.
Was it 3? Oh, wow.
Apparently. I feel like the story was off track on Infinite Warfare from Wavy. It's not that it was off track, in my opinion. I mean, I just think the story to it sucked so much. And the ending, even fucking worse.
Jonesy's haunted by that ending now.
I am. Literally, all that happens, literally, guys, right? I'm sorry, any spoilers for you playing Infinite Warfare? I apologise. All that happens, pretty much, you do mission after mission after mission after mission after mission. And then at the end, you pretty much do that mission, and then, boom, you die. Come on. What a waste of freaking time. If you're going to die anyway, you may as well make it short and sweet.
You may as well die after the first mission.
Yeah. Rather than completing mission after mission, you may as well just freaking die on the first mission, haven't you? If the entire world goes kaboom anyway. But yeah, obviously, what's your favourite campaign? The MW2?
Yeah, definitely the MW2.
So that is a good campaign.
Yeah, the whole betrayal at the end it's great.
Yeah.
Because it also leads you to, like, there's going to be more. Like, even though you know there's going to be more Call of Duties after Infinite, like, it felt like that's it.
Yeah.
Like, are you coming out with another Call of Duty? Like, and how are you going to tie this together now? Because we're just dead. So.
Yeah. Right, so, I mean, who says they haven't used Game Shark or Action Replay is probably bending the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
It probably is bending the truth, Jay. I mean...
But also, too, I'll say, too, like, you're also younger. Like, when we had that, like, I was 7. You know? And, like, yeah, like, I was 7. Like, you think I'm going to go try to hunt down, like, a Magmar twice when it took, like, a half hour to find one in the wild the first time? Just to send it to my other game?
Like, yeah, I remember Game Shark and actually.
Yeah. Like, now I gotta go play another game, get all the way to the 7th gym, just to sit there in one patch of grass for like 45 minutes, just to send the Magmar over to trade for the Electabuzz on the other side.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't gonna do that at 7.
Yeah.
And like, it doesn't affect anybody when you did that. Like, if you, there's no Pokemon competitive back then? You played, you battled with a couple of your friends who did the same thing. That was it.
Yeah, online. They had sort of online back on the Game Boys. They did have sort of online. When I mean sort of, you could connect your Game Boys together when you were with them.
Yeah, the little wire. The little wire.
Yeah, wireless, all that.
Yeah, listen, it's a big difference between using your Game Shark to get a Magmar or a Mew in Pokemon Yellow or Pokemon Blue and Red than it is rage hacking at 33 years old in a Call of Duty lobby just so you can get out of Silver.
Yeah, true. True. Very true. Fun fact, Mega's favourite game is Fortnite.
Whoever said that, ban them.
Wavy.
Yeah, ban him.
I'll ban him. No,
me and Fortnite. See, here's the thing, and this is where it's my mentality that's the issue. See, this is where my competitiveness is too much. I went into no builds with a friend of mine. He asked me to do a duos tournament with him. He knew I could shoot well, so he's like, "You just do it with me. I got nobodies." Sure, dropping 15 kills a game.
Yeah,
we got whatever rank he wanted. We were like top 200 out of 150,000 teams, like one of those weekend things that they do. So we were able to get the skins and stuff. As soon as we earned the skins, we left because he knows I don't like the game. But to me, it doesn't count. To me, that's almost like playing pubs. To me, if you want to play Fortnite, you play the builds. That's what the game is meant for. But I hate the build mechanic. So I'm never going to do that. I can't stand the build mechanic. I can't stand making the perfect flank, about to snipe somebody in the face, and they're just like, "Nope, I just built the Eiffel Tower over your head." No. To me, it's not appealing. But I will give Fortnite a lot of credit. I've been delving in the S&D that they brought out, the first-person shooter S&D. It's really good. It's really good. I'll give them that. It's really good. And if I want to have a casual day, I'll go play no builds with people. I did it the other night. No builds is fun. Yeah. I'll give them that. But my competitiveness makes me not like the game because if I'm going to be competitive, I got to do builds, and that build mechanic's not for me. That's just, it's not it. It's not it.
So he doesn't like Fortnite then, apparently.
Same reason why I don't like Minecraft. I don't like building stuff.
Minecraft's alright, actually, I will say.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Minecraft is alright to a certain degree.
I can't sit there. Listen, because Minecraft has two mechanics I hate: farming and building. Though I used to love doing raids and stuff, playing World of Warcraft. I used to play it a lot. Couldn't stand the farming the specialties like fishing and stuff. No, I used to actually pay my friend to do it for me because I didn't want to do it. I was like, I'll buy you whatever equipment you can get from gold that you need. Just do it for me. I'm not doing it.
Oh God.
Engineering.
Right. So Jay Horner said he had a battery pack on his colour. Also, the mag light he had used its own battery.
Oh, he had the later light then. He had the fancy one.
Yeah, he must have had the fancy one.
You know, I had the one that plugged into the little port up top. That was it.
Yeah, I don't remember them. I've got to admit, the ones that used their own battery. I remember I knew there was a colour one that had its own battery pack.
Yeah.
That you used to charge them, but I obviously didn't.
Yeah, no, I had the one that siphoned from the regular battery. Yeah, I did. It was like $5, so I got that one.
Yeah. So Game Boy Advance, Demon Killer said GBA SP was the rechargeable one. I know the SP was rechargeable, but I'm pretty sure the Advance itself was rechargeable too.
Well, the Advance, it was an accessory, the rechargeable pack.
Yeah.
The regular Advance just was regular AA batteries.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but there was a better rechargeable pack that you could buy as an accessory to it.
Oh, right, okay, so that's fair. I was wrong. My memory's terrible anyway, so I thought the Game Boy Advance was rechargeable too. Apparently not. Apparently they were very slow with that too. Apparently. I guess.
Yeah, no, they were really slow.
Oh, Nintendo were always... I mean, no offense to Nintendo, I love them a lot, but they were slow with a lot.
You gotta remember, too, rechargeable batteries weren't really popular then. Cell phones were really restricted to businesses back then. People were still bragging about having a car phone back then.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, rechargeable batteries weren't really like what people know them as today. It's just commonplace.
Yeah.
You only had them in really a cell phone. Cell phones were really restricted to businesses. I had one in middle school, but that's only because my dad had a business and he had to fill one more cell phone slot to get a better deal on the price. So he's like, I'm giving it to you, but don't use it. He's like, just use it if you need to call me to pick you up or something. Don't use it. He goes, you only get. He goes, and make no mistake, you're only getting one because I needed to get a discount for my business.
Yeah.
He goes,
Yeah.
so if you go over the hours once, I'm just going to throw it in a draw and call it a day. I was like,
I do remember having my first phone. I will say, I do remember having my first phone, one of the Motorola flip ones.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah, I think I had the Motorola flip one. And a Nokia, actually, a very old Nokia brick.
We had the Nextels.
Did you?
Yeah, that's because they were better for businesses because they had like that indestructible Nextel. So it was a computer business my dad had, so they did a lot of like projects in the city, setting up tall buildings. So you have to work through walls and stuff. And like, well, if I drop my Nextel like 300 feet right now through this wall, it'll still survive. And it literally would. For people who didn't know, you could run that thing over with a bulldozer and it would survive.
Yeah. Okay, so Jay Horner said he'll admit to using one or two of them, which I'm guessing he's referring to the cheats. I'm guessing. Right? I'm guessing you're referring to the cheats on that you'll admit using one or two.
Oh, the Game Shark and Action Replay? Yeah. No, we used that back then, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I think I did every now and then. Jay Horner said banned as a joke.
Banned from Pokemon Red and Blue.
Yeah, Demon Killer said it is his favourite. He's lying to everyone.
Which one's my favorite?
Fortnite, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah, they know better.
Jay Horner also said same for the Game Boy Color. It was an accessory battery pack.
Yeah.
So they did have an accessory battery pack then.
Yeah, most of them were accessories back then because rechargeable batteries were expensive.
Oh yeah.
Very expensive. It was to give you an idea, chat. Like if it was in the system, like let's say the system came out for $50, rechargeable batteries are so expensive, would have made it like $100 system. Like they were really expensive back then. That's why they came as accessories later on.
Yeah. So the looker said Nokia Siemens was my first phone and it was a brick. Lol.
Yeah, most phones were a brick back then. Remember the Sidekick when it came out? The first phone the first phone where you could text efficiently, but all your calls would get dropped unless it was 911. Literally would drop every phone call.
Right. Jay has just said now, yeah, the Game Shark and Action Replay. How else was I getting trade evos without friends?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest. It was difficult back then because obviously the Game Boy. We're going to go back to the Game Boy and Game Boy Colors because obviously back then there was certain Pokemon you had to trade to evolve.
Well, trade to evolve, trade to get.
Yeah.
Like I said, like Magmar would be in one game, Electabuzz would be in the other.
Yeah.
Same thing with Scyther and Pinsir.
Yeah. And I don't know why they made it so difficult, in my opinion. I really don't. They just made it really difficult to get them. Like, I think it was, like you said, Magma was tradable.
Yeah. But then you had like Haunter, you had to trade to evolve to Gengar.
Yeah.
A couple of them like that. I mean, does anybody remember the unknown glitch in the game? You didn't even need Game Shark and Action Replay to level your Pokemon or to battle. Anybody remember the Volcanic Island, the unknown glitch?
Volcanic Island, unknown glitch. No, I don't remember that, to be fair. I do not remember that. But yeah, I remember having to...
You get unlimited rare candies.
Also, who didn't use the missing no glitch to get the 99 times 7th item?
You get unlimited rare candies basically. So what you do is you put it in your 7th slot. I still remember it to this day too. You put it in your 7th slot. You had to walk like in a certain direction from the Pokemon Center up to like the top of the side of the island. Then you had to go around like in a square without passing though. Like you couldn't pass the border. If you passed the border, you fucked up. Yeah. So you got to go up and down until you get into a battle. And then it would literally be a brick. It wasn't like unknown from like, Gold and Silver where it was an actual Pokemon. It would just be like this random pixelized brick on your screen. And you beat it. And whatever item was in your 7th slot, you would get basically unlimited of for the time being until you switched it.
Yeah, I mean, literally the only thing I remember Pokemon Red and Blue. I only had Pokemon Blue. My brother had Pokemon Yellow. I got Pokemon Silver or Gold because Crystal was like the yellow one of that gen.
I'm not gonna lie, I got frustrated with the legendary Pokemon in that game, so I did use it to get more Master Balls. But again, I'm not promoting cheating, chat. I was 7. God.
Yeah, don't worry. We're all. I was young back then. I mean, I remember playing Pokemon Red.
Listen, even
Blue.
nowadays, if a 8-year-old comes into the lobby and is doing some weird shit, it's annoying, but I can forgive them. It's the 35-year-old just got home from work who's standing in the back of spawn shooting people across the map through 3 buildings and has like 30 and 0 because he's just
That's
rage hacking
annoying.
through the walls. That type of
Yeah, that's annoying.
person, yeah, they need to get beat up.
First, you have to talk to the how to catch guide and go swim on the right side of Cinnabar Island.
Yep, Cinnabar Island.
Right. So obviously it is 10 in my area. Obviously it'll be 5 for you.
Yep.
Maybe we should look at who to raid. I don't know who to raid, but you pick anyway.
I pick who to raid. Oh, jeez. Hold on.
John.
Let me tab up Twitch and see who's there. Who are we going to raid?
We're not going to raid out just yet because it's got 10 minutes left. So I'll probably.
I'm just trying to see who's on right now.
So glad I could be here. Yeah, look, honestly, if you have any questions for him, ask away because it's like I said.
All right, you might know this person because I met you through Dark. So, do you know Charm Noodle? Charm
Noodle, yes, I do. I actually have her.
Yep, we could raid her at the. I like Charm. She's very sweet and very entertaining.
Yeah, we'll raid Charm Noodle then. Right, so obviously, if you have any questions elsewise, then let me know. But I will say it's been fun having you on.
Oh, it's been a blast. I love it.
I'm glad it's been a blast.
I love it.
Especially because you're a Fortnite kind of guy.
Yeah, especially after the pineapple pizza,
Yeah, the pineapple on pizza. Yeah, we all know you like it.
I will be back on later tonight, Chad. If you wanna check out the stream. I'm not exactly sure what I'm playing yet. Probably play some Call of Duty to keep it simple, but I definitely will be on later.
Oh yeah, he'll definitely be on later if you're still up. If you're basically obviously because Jay's from the UK.
Yeah.
If you're still up, then yeah, we've ketchup on there too.
I do got to cook for the kids. I got to feed them. Unfortunately.
Pineapple and jalapeno and bacon pizza.
Get out! Who is that? That has to be one of my guys trolling.
The looker, 214.
Oh, I don't know.
He said pineapple and jalapeno and bacon pizza. So good. Mega giveaway will be tonight. $100 gift card.
What?
Well, that's what Wavy just said.
Yeah, Wavy's paying for it. Wavy's got more money than all of us. Wavy's paying for it.
He's promoting you here. You got to give away 100.
Wavy's out there on that CM whatever site where they do the COD wagers, bullying console players right now for money. So
I'm so serious. You're so serious. Is it good? Pineapple and jalapeno and bacon pizza.
I'm all for the bacon and the jalapeno. Just take off the pineapple.
Yeah, the pineapple. No, I don't. To a slight degree. I mean, I will.
Like I said, if you're going to try something like that, like some spicy pizza or something, or spicy food in general, have the jalapeno after as a refresher. Like, don't put it on it and in it.
Have you ever tried thingy?
What?
Pineapple with cheese.
No, I haven't.
No, that's actually quite nice, believe it or not.
I heard they do that at like some fondue places, but I never. Yeah, I never tried that.
I actually, when I first looked at it, I will say I thought it was horrible. I looked at it.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. The only fondue restaurant I ever went to was like.
That's a UK thing, yeah.
Well,
I thought it would.
No, they have it sometimes at fondue places. But the only fondue place I ever went to, it was so bad I didn't get to that part. I walked out after like the first 2 meats they brought out because it was such garbage. It was it was really bad. Like the meat was bad, everything was bad. Like I was like, nah, I'm good.
But yeah, look, it said sweet, spicy, and savory. For the pineapple, fucking up pineapple, spit me teeth.
Pineapple.
Pineapple and jalapeno and bacon pizza. Apparently sweet, savoury and spicy. I can understand. I mean, some things do sound horrible, but then
it's sweet, savoury, and spicy, but it's also tangy because of the sauce. So, like, do you really want the tangy mixed with the sweet and spicy? Because it's very acidic too. Then you got more. Then you got even more acid from the pineapple, even though you have sweetness from it.
I mean, I'm going to be honest.
Just sounds like I'm going to wake up with a ton of heartburn for no reason.
Yeah, it probably will give me too. It does sound quite. I wouldn't say it. I mean, when you say it, it sounds. But some things sound when they're actually quite nice, like digestive and cheese.
Like you take those jalapeno and bacon, and you make a bacon wrap jalapeno, maybe stuff with a little bit of cream cheese, and you have a little pineapple on the side with it. Like that sounds good.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's kind of like things
Yeah,
that you say.
fry it with the bacon wrap. You know.
What pizza sauce here isn't tangy, lol. Um,
I'll say it's tomato based, so depending on the tomatoes they use, there
yeah,
can be a little bit more tanginess than others. There's
that's
definitely a
true.
level of acidity that you gotta interact with.
Yeah,
Plus, you gotta make sure like you want a certain level of acidity so you get the taste. If you add too much sugar from the pineapple, you're killing the actual good part of the acidity taste in the pizza.
yeah. What does sound good, Locker? What sounds good? Which
And it
one?
doesn't take much, mind you. If I make tomato sauce and I make like
Yeah.
8-10 quarts of it and it's too acidic, I only put like a half a teaspoon of sugar in it to kill the acidity.
Mm.
Like it doesn't take much to ruin the sauce. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so bacon wrapped jalapeno with cream cheese.
Yeah.
Does sound
Well,
nice,
what they
actually.
usually do, Jones, is they cut open the jalapeno. Some people remove the
Yeah.
seeds. I like them because I like it spicy, but some people remove the seeds. They put the cream cheese as like a filling. You can also put
Yeah.
other stuff in the cream cheese if you want. Then they
Yeah.
put it back together. They tie it together by wrapping it with the bacon. Then they just fry it.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah,
That
it's
sounds
actually really good. It's a nice like
quite
you'll see it
nice.
at some bars here too, like in America. Like you'll see
Yeah.
it's a nice little bar food too sometimes. Not if
That
you're on
does
a
sound
date.
nice.
Don't do that if you're on a date. You'll scare her
Well,
away with the jalapeno breath. Don't do that. But if you by yourself with the boys, go
oh,
crazy.
did you? Did you?
Yeah, yeah, nah. Bacon wrap jalapeno with
Well,
cream cheese is not exactly the best if you're on a date. But yeah, no, it's good though.
we'll obviously not get into that because
Mega's dating
obviously we're
advice for 2025.
yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. We'll raid out now, obviously, because it's 4 minutes left, and yeah, it's been fun, obviously, because
No,
it's been fun.
absolutely. No, I enjoyed myself.
Oh yeah,
I appreciate the
great.
opportunity, Jonesy. You're the best.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Like I said, any other people you can think of coming on, it's fine.
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
absolutely.
so guys, we will be obviously. I'll be back probably after New Year now because I'm gonna release a schedule on my Twitter. So I won't be on till after New Year now. Obviously, Mega Punch will be on later. I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Around about.
I'm gonna. What time is it now? It's gonna be about 5:30. So I gotta cook.
Yeah,
So let's say conservatively, let's say 8 o'clock, 8:30.
8 o'clock from your. What's my Twitter? Oh, my Twitter is. Bear with me.
If you guys are from my side and you got my Twitter, my last post has Jonesy LinkedIn, so you can add him too through that if it makes it easier.
No, it's not that. Let me just see if I can get it up. Oh, better not say that.
No, Demon, I've never done a podcast before, brother. I've
Better
done
not say that.
I've done live interviews before when I went to Korea to fight. I've done live interviews for like their news station. I've never done a podcast.
You're from across the pond. Fair. Are you from the UK, Dan? Is that what you're saying, or from the US? Because oh yeah, you're from Canada,
I'm
aren't
about
you?
to say,
Yeah.
are you across from Jonesy's pond or my pond? Which one? Which direction are we
Yeah.
going?
No, I remember now. He's from Canada because he mentioned it a couple of days ago.
Gotcha.
My mind slipped then. Blue Pill can help that, Jonesy. What? Get it back up. Oh, you honestly. The things I get shit for. You, Jay, honestly. I tell you, this is just not. That's not right. Right, okay, my Twitter is basically this. Let me post it.
Also, to anybody in my stream right now, if you want to, I would really love, because Jonesy does this for a lot of streamers and really shows us a lot of love and gives us a good platform. In my pinned comment, I do have his Twitter link, so let's make sure we show him some love.
Share.
And then
let me just obviously finger copy. Let me put it in. Let me put it in chat now. Obviously, this is my Twitter. But a blue pill will help with that, but I don't need to be on Viagra.
Could just do it for fun.
Well, take it. No. Probably mess up my medication.
Oh, yeah, no. Demon, how are you banned on Twitter? I've seen the most ridiculous shit on Twitter. How are you banned on Twitter?
There you go. That's my link. I will also post Thingy's link in the Discord. In the chat as well. Mega Punch, unless you want to do that. Unless somebody else wants to do that, post his link in there so that people can follow. XX Mega Punch. Okay, so he's right. Let me just get his link because my phone's been a bitch. Hey, how you doing, Cairo? Welcome in. Well, we're about to head off, obviously, but if you, like I said, Cairo, this is the Jonesy Chinwag, as you know, and I think you're my next guest, actually, Cairo. Funny enough, I believe you're actually the next guest. I'm not too sure. I believe you are.
Very nice.
In January, right? Yeah, in January. Damn it, Cairo. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah. So let's just put his Mega Punches Twitch in here. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, but this is my next guest, Cairo. Basically, should be fun actually because I've seen his streams and I want to ask him a few questions. There ain't no doubt. There ain't no doubt in head that I've got a few questions for him. I'm not giving him away, obviously.
You know, Chad, I heard that Wavy is gonna buy me a bunch of Pokemon products since New York's always out of stock, so we can do the next stream. We should make requests of some really expensive stuff.
Oh, there you go, Mega Punch. There you go. There's his link. Thank you, Jay. Thank you for actually doing that. I went the long way about it. I know. I could have just tried him out and it came.
Should we ask Wavy to get us some Evolving Skies? $700 of booster bucks.
Guys, if you want to go drop Mega Punch a follow, you can. Much appreciated.
Hey, Cairo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you.
You got the answers of you, Cairo. Well, I hope you do. Yeah. I hope you do because it's the 5th of January, right?
It's next week, Kairos?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. Is it around the same time I did it? Around now?
Yeah, around about. Yeah, for me.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be tuning in.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Cairo. I won't ask anything crazy like about some pineapple pizza and stuff. We're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that at the door.
No, leave that to Jay. Jay will freaking ask it because he's asked it pretty much everybody. All right then, guys. That's it from me. That's it from Mega Punch. Hopefully you have had fun, and literally I have had fun. Don't diss that pineapple pizza. Well, I'm not dissing. It's not me.
I'm dissing it. I'm dissing it.
Mega Punch.
It's over.
Mega Punch.
Nope. 2025. My campaign is to get rid of pineapple pizza around the world. Like it's gone. It's out of here.
All right, guys. That'll be it for now. Pineapple pizza is arse. Okay. Let's not get back on pineapple pizza because it's end up making me stay on longer.
I started a firestorm. I'm sorry.
It's blasphemy for New York Italians. Bloody hell! We're starting something now. No.
Damn right, it's blasphemy.
No, pineapple pizza. Whoever loves pineapple pizza loves it. In my
Whoever loves pineapple pizza has the taste buds of a 7-year-old. Let's go.
No, let's get serious, right? Whoever loves pineapple pizza loves it. Right? At the end of the day, it's up to them.
Yeah, no, it's really a love. It's really a love-hate thing. Either somebody absolutely loves it or absolutely hates it.
It's like Marmite. Marmite, you know, at the end of the day, isn't great.
It's like moonshine.
Yeah. It's like moonshine. You either love it or you hate it. Anyways, guys, I'll be off. I'll be raiding out to oh god, who is it now?
Charm
Noodle.
Yeah.
Charm Noodle. There you go. Charm Noodle, and I will see you. I don't know when the next stream is, but I'll be posting it on my Twitter anyway. Yep. So I'll see you then. Okay.
Yep.
Bye.
All right, chat. Big shout out to Jonesy. We also are going to go raid Charm right now. So let me just type that in real quick. My quick prompt's not working, so just give me a second, please.
Let me do that now. I'm on a random stream anyway. Stream manager.
I got to do it the long way, chat. So my apologies. Just let me
raid channel.
Get her in here. Give Charm lots of love today. Really cool person. Lots of fun. She's always a sweetheart to everybody in the community. So.
Start the raid.
Let's get on over there.
Got 10 viewers coming in.
Yep, I got another like 6 coming in for
her. 16 viewers then altogether.
Let's go.
They might be the
I love Charm. She usually has a huge audience too. She rated me one time with like 45 people. I almost fell off my chair. I wasn't expecting it. I was actually about to get off. I stayed on for like another 2 hours.
Yeah.
Alright, chat. Remember, I'll see y'all later tonight, though. I will be on later around like 8 o'clock, so maybe 8:30 the latest. I'm going to try to get the kids to bed early, but 3 of them, you know how that goes. But I'll catch y'all later.
This is getting another raid. Right, there we go. Right. Yeah, the looker tends to lurk in my streams. There we go. Right, so I'm sorted. That's ended. Wow. Mega Punch 5, and I got 10, and she got 15.